Miriam, co-founder and COO of Keto Chow.
I'm Chris, also co-founder, president, and the technical guy behind Keto Chow. If you're brand new to Keto Chow, it's a nutritionally complete meal designed to make doing keto easy. We also have some electrolyte supplements that are amazing for everyday use and for keeping the dreaded keto flu away.
Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the little bell icon for daily updates on all our Keto Chow happenings. These live streams help us scoot over and stay on track. Thanks for joining us on our journey.
Okay.
And if you can't hear me, it's because we don't have a lavalier mic, so I don't know what that is. Is that the mic?
That's the mic. It's
Okay.
right in front of you.
Right in front of me.
Okay. Andrea and Christy Davis are on. Hi, guys.
Hey.
Jerry and Patty are on as well.
Patty,
Welcome.
hi, Jerry.
Mary Louise says hi. Good morning. Jason says, good morning, Bears. I had chocolate peanut butter ice cream for dinner last night.
Nice.
That's a good dinner.
That sounds like a
TC's Life says, good morning, all. Tomorrow is my birthday. Well, we're going to have to sing now because we won't be doing a live stream tomorrow.
That's right.
Because it's Sunday.
Happy
Wait,
birthday.
no, I have to say 1, 2, 5.
1, 2, 5.
1, 2, 5. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear TC's Life. Happy birthday to you.
Yay!
Nice.
I have a lot of forehead wrinkles. Did you guys notice?
David
get
says,
it
good
from
morning,
my
all.
dad.
4.5 mile walk done and prepping Keto Chow for the week ahead.
Debbie, you
And
win.
then today it's my extended daily fast day.
Yes.
Okay. 2 chocolate peanut butter, 2 vanilla mixed with peach mixed, and 2 more to make. Lori says, good morning to all you early people. Mm-hmm. Yes. Rihanna says, good morning. Let's see. TC's Life says, don't forget to hit thumbs up. Dang it. I don't have a thumbs up interface here, so I can't do it. Let's see. Carla's on, says, happy Saturday. Sarah says, good morning.
Good morning.
Lynette is on, says, good morning.
Good morning, Lynette.
Sarah says, I tried my first chocolate peanut butter. Amazing.
Nice. I'm so glad.
Yeah. Yeah, Jerry says, no lab mics. No, because the lab mics are at work, and it is a pain to move it from one place to another.
Yep. We're just in our kitchen. And as you can see, my daughter needs to put away the dishes on the red mat.
Yes. I cleaned off a bunch of the counter, though.
Good job.
Before you even got here.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, there's a bag of chocolate toffee Keto Chow that has a hole in it right there.
Yes,
in
there
a bowl.
Deb says, morning, Chris and Miriam. It's a wonderful Saturday. I get to go to Savers and drop stuff off today. Songbird says, hello, Miriam and Chris. Happy Saturday.
Happy
Dennis
Saturday
is on,
to you
says good
too.
morning.
Hi, Dennis.
Says happy Saturday. Susan's on. Andrea says hi, guys. Carol says good morning and happy Saturday, Chris and Miriam.
Thank you.
Jerry says Patty just waved to the TV for you.
Aww.
Cynthia says good morning. Glenda wants to know where the little bears are. They're running around.
Yep. One of them just got in the bathtub. One is talking. You want to pop your head in for a second? She's walking slowly.
You have to keep walking until there's your head.
Hi.
Okay.
Ruth just started track this week and she is exhausted. She's been working her butt
That
off.
was last week.
Oh, it's been 2 weeks. Just kidding.
Heath is on, wishing everybody a happy Saturday.
Yes.
Deb says wishing you a happy birthday, TC's Life. Let's see. Christy says forehead wrinkles come from being a mom.
Right? Wah, wah. It's a lot. It's okay. It doesn't matter. It's part of me.
Julianne says that she's starting a 30-day keto challenge on Monday.
Yes.
Nice.
Julianne.
And Carol says,
What
I
are you
love
gonna
chocolate
do?
peanut butter. Very first flavor I tried. Oh, she's doing 3 Keto Chow shakes a day.
Oh, great.
Glenda says, hi, Ruth.
She said hi.
So, yeah, today, my main goal for the day is to help my remaining 2 children that need to file taxes do their taxes.
2 out of 6, not too bad.
Well, we already did 1. Max, Sam, and Ruth didn't actually have any federal tax withheld, so they don't need to file their taxes.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah, but the other ones need to get all that money back because they made under the standard deduction amount, so they get it all back. Yay.
Yay! Children taxes. We also need to pay our taxes,
my
but
gosh.
they're ready to go.
Yep. Jerry says, Patty has a question. Are there any Keto Chow flavors not advisable with butter? Not that I've tried.
We have liked the fruity flavors. We've liked everything with butter.
Like even root beer and strawberry, which you would think would be like weird. No, the flavor comes through
It's
stronger.
really good. I love it. Butter's
Yep.
just so great.
Yeah.
I wouldn't maybe advise bacon fat for everything unless you like bacon fat strawberry.
Yep.
Or bacon fat chocolate.
Maybe. Well, Ned says, I always thought my forehead wrinkles come from being so expressive all the time.
That's right.
Oh, but Jerry finished up. Yeah, they have only used heavy whipping cream, but he doesn't really like butter. But heavy whipping cream is just unchurned butter. Exactly.
Yep.
Sheena says, how many chows should be in place of meals for best results? As many as works for you. That could be 1, 2, or 3 a day.
Yep. You don't want to do more than 3 a day though, because we don't want you to overdose on any vitamins.
Yep. And remember that Keto Chow isn't a snack. Like, that would be breakfast.
Yep.
So,
Unless you make it into like fat bombs or something, and then you have one of them.
yeah, and you're only having a part of a serving. There you go. Andrew says, I made chocolate peanut butter, and it's so thick, just by using my Nutribullet, I had to eat it with a spoon.
Ooh.
That sounds like it
Was
didn't
it
have
yummy?
enough water, actually.
Yeah, was it salty? Because if it was salty, maybe it needs more water. But yeah.
Yeah, because completely mixed up. Most people like it with 20 ounces of total liquid volume. But some people like it with more, some people like it with less. When this is once I went butter, I never went back.
Us too.
Songbird says, me too. All with butter is good. Jerry says, bacon fat salted caramel sounds delicious. Yeah, you think it does until you try it, and the bacon flavor is overwhelming, and then you have to make your
could try it, though.
teenage son eat it.
That's right. We just didn't like it, but that doesn't mean other people don't like it, because everybody likes different things.
Yep, Julie's on, says good morning.
Good morning.
So aside from making me go to Savers to take the donation stuff,
You offered.
no, you asked if I could.
When I said, can you do this? Then you said yes.
That's not offering.
You appreciate work I'm doing,
I
and
do.
are willing to help out.
I will drive there and sit there and then take stuff out of the back of my car. That's not a big deal.
Thank you.
Let's see. Andrew says I use 14 ounces of unsweetened almond milk with 50. I'm thinking
53
5.3
ounces?
ounces of heavy cream.
It's 53.
Oh, 53 grams. Okay.
Okay.
Jessica says good morning.
Good morning, Jessica.
Yeah, so I'm helping kids do taxes. I need to trim down a brisket for dinner tomorrow.
Yes. Thank you for doing that.
I need to eat the rest of the brisket that's in the fridge because, come on, it's leftover.
I was thinking
brisket.
about making waffles for breakfast.
Okay.
For the children and some eggs.
Wait, we're making waffles?
Oh, I thought I would. Do you want to eat that?
I'm assuming
Yeah.
Truffles. We have
She
a lot
says
of
yeah.
eggs. Do we have cheese?
Yeah, we have cheddar cheese.
It's not quite the same as the mozzarella. For those of you who haven't
I
ever
don't
tried it before, Truffles are really easy to make. It's 3 eggs, a cup of mozzarella cheese.
That's just
shredded.
how we make it.
No, this is the one and true and only way to make it. And then a scoop of Keto Chow. And you just mix it up. About 2 tablespoons go into the Dash mini waffle makers.
I'll just take some of that brisket and put it in the truffles, and then it'll be meat truffles.
All right. We haven't
think
tried
it
any
sounds
of the
good.
flavors of Keto Chow mixed in that we haven't liked. We have
Yeah.
some of the pistachio you could try, and some of the
I don't think I'll put brisket in pistachio.
no, but we have some of the peach. We have a packet of peach upstairs you can
we
make into
could
Truffles.
totally make that into truffles.
It makes like it makes quite a few Truffles, like 8 or 9,
We just keep making them, and then if there's any left over, we throw them in the freezer.
and then you heat them up.
Yep.
Deb says butter with all flavors. The only time I use heavy whipping cream is when I make Keto Chow ice cream. Pretty much me too.
Us too, yeah.
I was really blown away with how great the strawberry is made with butter and drinking it warm, kind of like strawberry cobbler.
Yeah.
Jerry says that's offer and acceptance. Julie thinks salted caramel is good. Songbird says brisket sounds good. Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Ketovore Deb says good morning all. And Julie just ordered another big bag of raspberry cheesecake and
Nice.
another blender bottle. Deb says I've made with vanilla and chocolate chaffles. Vanilla and chocolate chaffles
Nice.
so far. Yum. Keto Dana says, good morning, Bears. Today is prep day, making drop biscuits, pumpkin sausage soup, bacon, cheeseburger, casserole, and chaffles for breakfast. I'm assuming those are separate things. So, drop biscuits, comma, pumpkin sausage soup, comma, bacon, cheeseburger, casserole,
Nice.
because a drop biscuit, pumpkin sausage soup, bacon, cheese, casserole
Chaffle.
with chaffles.
That
Wow.
sounds kind of weird. I'm glad that you're getting all that food done, though. You're awesome.
That is awesome.
Way to go.
And Dana says, along with cleaning laundry and yard work, busy day. So it sounds like you're back up to speed, which is fantastic.
Oh.
Sam is just pew.
Phew.
He's like the Flash. Jim says,
Brisket. Come over and get some, Jim.
I have some leftovers from last Sunday, but it's in the fridge. I mean, you can have some. That's what I'm eating for probably lunch and dinner today. Jason wants to know, what is the base powder used for? Do you want to take that one?
Sure. So the base powder is all the vitamins and minerals and nutrients except for the protein, the flavor, and the sweetener. So you can get it locally sourced. You can get it the specific protein that you want with whatever sweetener and flavor you want. You could do an egg protein. You could do a vegan protein. You could do whatever you wanted, and then add the base powder to it, and then you would make Keto Chow.
Yep. Another way to look at it is when people say, how is Keto Chow different from a regular protein powder? The base powder. Mm-hmm. That's all the stuff that's in the base powder is what makes Keto Chow different. So, Carol made some of the mint chocolate soft fudge.
Ooh, that's good. We should make some of that.
Yeah.
Really good.
Irene says, love Truffles and trying them with savory chicken for the first time for lunch today.
Nice.
That makes really good hamburger
Yeah,
rolls.
it's great.
Jessica says, Larry's first brisket off the new smoker was amazing. I'm in brisket heaven.
Yay!
And now, if you've just gotten a smoker, my personal recommendation would be to make chicken legs, drumsticks. Easiest thing to make.
Easiest thing to burn. Oh, just
And
kidding.
and just kind of work
They're
your way
just
into
cheaper, so if you ruin them, it's not as expensive.
That's also true. Jerry says, I need to get an 8-scoop measuring cup. Perfect for Truffles.
Oh, yeah.
Songbird said, just saw The Flash. Did the new season of The Flash. It's 2 episodes in, and I'm 2 episodes behind.
You're going to watch that on the treadmill? Is that your
That's
plan?
the idea. Christy Davis says, I added a few Lily's chocolate chips to my pistachio Truffles, and they were
Oh, that
awesome.
sounds good.
See, I would want to take them out and put the chocolate chips on, because otherwise they just burn all over the place. It's just weird.
Right.
They melt funny, but let's see. Dennis has got to love the mini dash waffle stick Truffles
Oh, yeah.
made with chocolate peanut butter Keto Chow. They made excellent samples 3 weeks ago in St. George during my father's 90th birthday
Oh,
celebration.
my gosh. How
Wow.
cool is that? You got to go and hang out with him.
Dennis is thinking about Joe's chocolate toffee cheesecake for a dessert option all week.
Yeah,
That
that's
sounds terrible.
delicious.
Yeah, it does. The
love that
problem is, do you just make it with more cream cheese, or do you actually go for the mascarpone cheese?
It depends on how lazy I am.
That's true.
If I want to go to the store or not.
I was at our local Walmart, and
Yeah.
right next to the mozzarella cheese balls
Is
things.
the mascarpone.
Yeah, and I was
Yeah.
like, what the heck? I spent like 3 hours looking for that one day,
Which
and
is
they have it
funny
at Walmart.
because it's the tiny Walmart. And
Yeah,
so
which has nothing.
sometimes you're surprised to find things at the tiny Walmart.
We have 6 different flavors of Rebel ice cream. It's like, what?
Yeah. They do.
Let's see. Marilyn says, hi all, this is my first live. Well, welcome. I usually tune in right as you're signing up. Well, we gotta go. Stacey's Life says I got egg white protein powder to try with the base powder. Nice.
Oh, yeah. We have egg white protein powder too because some recipes call for it, and it's nice to have on hand.
Jessica says he knows what he's thinking. He knows what he's doing. Just a new smoker.
Oh,
Okay, great.
yes.
He's done ribs and a rotisserie chicken already too.
Ooh,
Well, I
yum.
say that because I went to the eye doctor, and we got started on smoking. He's like, "Yeah, I just got a new smoker, and I'm going to do a brisket." I'm like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! How much experience do you have with smoking?" He's like, "Oh, I've never smoked before." I'm like, "Don't do a brisket. Don't start with a brisket."
Didn't you start with a brisket
No,
though?
I did not. I started with. No, I did not. I started with chicken legs.
I'm just kidding.
In fact, I didn't do a brisket for quite some time.
I think
And
you're
even
afraid
then,
of a brisket.
It's a $50 or $60 chunk of meat. Actually, the thing that I did last was ribs, pork ribs. For some reason, I just kept on doing them in the oven.
I thought you did hamburgers last.
No, I did hamburgers before. Pork ribs is something that I only started doing in the last 12 months. And we've been doing frozen hamburgers in the smoker for a while. In fact, I rarely fire up the propane grill anymore because why?
Yeah.
So, let's see. Jessica. Oh yeah, he knows what he's doing. Dwayne. I might have gotten that right. It says just received my electrolytes yesterday and already feeling better.
Oh, good.
Beautiful and
I
nice.
need to take electrolytes today. My legs are hurting.
Jerry wants to know, egg white protein powder, who makes this? I don't know. We get it on Amazon.
Yeah, we've got it on Amazon.
Mm-hmm. Deb
You
says,
just have to make sure it doesn't have
smoked brisket.
other weird ingredients in it. It's like
Yeah.
egg, white, protein. That's it.
Yep. And he says, I'm so late. TC's Life said made corned beef in the slow cooker yesterday. Oh, yeah, corned beef. I should probably go to Sam's Club
Dang
sometime
it.
today. And, well, because we need napkins anyway.
Oh, yeah, we do need napkins.
So maybe I'll just plan on doing that after.
And
doing
look for
some savers.
hamburgers because we're out of hamburgers.
Wait, no, we need to do scriptures. Read
First.
scripture reading after I go to Savers. So maybe I'll do it after we do that. While the
Okay.
kids are still trying to wake up and get going on the
Wakey,
day.
wakey. I bet they wouldn't care if we did it an hour or half an hour later.
I'm sure Haley would be happy with that. Let's see. Annie said I made smoked brisket in my toaster oven. It was delicious.
Wow, nice.
Dana says smoker is the next purchase for us. What do you recommend?
We did a ton of research before we got ours, and there are a lot of good smokers.
Based on the information I've seen, the Green Mountain Grill ones are fairly good. Most of them have Wi-Fi controls, and you're like, why would I need Wi-Fi? So that you can adjust the temperature from wherever you are.
From church, that's what we do.
Or from work, or in the middle of the night when you wake up and go,
Yeah,
it's
too
still
high,
working.
Too low. Fix it.
I would not recommend a Traeger simply based on the fact that Traeger kind of started off the whole pellet grill thing, and they had a patent on it. And then the patent expired. They moved production out to China. They started using stamped metal. The quality of Traegers now is not the
It's
quality
not as
of
good as it
Traegers
used
like
to
they
be.
used to be. So if you want a quality one, Green Mountain Grills, the Daniel Boone and the Davy Crockett are really good. I personally bought a Rectech. And the reason for that is it's made in the USA out of stainless steel. Period. End of discussion. You will never, I think it was Heath who his Green Mountain Grill got a grease fire and all of the paint came off the back.
Oh, yeah.
You won't get that with a Rectech.
We had a grease fire in our old smoker.
We did.
The paint didn't come off, but
Yep.
it was a mess.
And for the longest time, we had a vertical smoker that was propane fired so that it would work during the zombie apocalypse. The new ones use a little bit of, you have to plug them into mains, and they use pellets, which is actually pretty convenient.
How many pellets do we have? Do we have a lot of bags?
I bought a lot of pellets.
Okay.
I
I just can't remember.
think I bought 50 bags of it not too long ago, and we still have about half of that left.
Oh, good.
And this time I was able to get 40-pound bags of mesquite.
Nice.
So
We did
there you
learn
go.
about pellets, though. A lot of times they just will put oil on the wood.
So if you buy
So
the
you have to be
Traeger,
careful.
here we go again. If you buy the Traeger 100% hardwood pellets, depending on which part of the country you're in, it's alder, which is that is a hardwood, with oil added to
Like
make it smoke
hickory
like hickory
or-
or mesquite.
Yeah.
You want to get, I get Lumberjack brand pellets because they're fantastic. And they have a whole bunch of local dealers. You look on OfferUp, Craigslist, or in our case, KSL, and there'll be a whole bunch of just people selling it out of their garage. And it's fairly inexpensive and they're high quality, but they do have a California Proposition 65 warning.
It's because it's made of wood.
It
And
will
wood
expose
has-
you to carbon monoxide,
What?
soot, and potentially heavy metals because it's wood and it grows in the ground.
And the ground has
Heavy
stuff
metals in it.
inside.
There you go. Deb,
That's crazy.
Shauna says, good morning, Chris and
Good
Miriam.
morning, Jana.
And Songbird says, yeah, I need to get corned beef for St. Patrick's Day. Jessica says, Green Mountain is what we got. Larry loves it.
Nice.
And I saw a lot of good stuff about
Yeah.
Green Mountain. He says, be careful with Pit Boss. Oh, that's who it was. My
Oh,
paint
right.
coming off and the company's not wanting a warranty. Yep. Shauna says, enjoying a lazy sleep in no work morning with a warm salted caramel
Nice.
Keto Chow.
That's awesome.
Jennifer says we own a Camp Chef, and it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, Camp Chef I think is good stuff.
They have pretty good ones. The Woodwind, I didn't want to get the Woodwind just because it didn't have the same features for the price.
Okay.
So
I
it
just
was a
wanted a
little
woodwind
overpriced.
so that I could say I had another woodwind.
Okay.
Because I play a woodwind instrument.
Yep. Songbird says, sounds good, Linda.
That was a dad joke.
Yes, it was. Dylan wants to know, how long do the large meal bags keep for? Okay, so it depends on what you mean by keep for.
And-
Unopened,
Yep.
they last until the date. Well, okay. When we say last, the vitamins in the bag will stay at the amount, actually it's above the amount listed on the bag until the best by date. Can you consume it after that date? Absolutely. Will you get 100% nutrition if you eat 3 of them a day? No, you won't. So an expired bag of Keto Chow, don't eat it for all your meals for a month. That's the short version of it. We actually have a FAQ on our website that goes into exhaustive detail with that answer, but you can have them when they're expired just fine, as long as you're not eating it 3 meals a day for an extended period of time. Once it's opened, now that's a different thing. Depends on the humidity and where you are. Right behind Miriam's head is a cupboard where
Right behind that pillar.
where we keep all of our stuff in these lids that these containers that lock. We've never had Keto Chow go bad, and we have stuff that's like 3 years old.
We also
sometimes.
live in a dry climate.
Yes, welcome to Utah. The thing over here,
9:36. That clock.
it tells you the humidity as well, and I think
What does it say?
I think it's at 33 right now because the whole house
32.
humidifier. The whole house humidifier is running pretty hard. Otherwise, it says
0.
undetectable. It just says
No
LL,
humidity.
which means it's lower than 10%.
Yeah. And in the winter, it's worse than in the summer.
Yep. Now, as far as the bag, when you mix it, it lasts at least 6 days. Mixed in the
Yes.
fridge.
Not the bag when you mix it, the Keto Chow.
They also last for 21 meals. Would be another answer to your question. Let's see. Jerry says, I've used multiple types of wood pellets on my Traeger. Barbecue store here is a dealer and has multiple brands. Open source pellets.
Oh,
There
that's
you
cool.
go. Yeah, you don't have to use a particular brand of pellets.
Well, and if you use the pellets that have the oil, it's not like it's bad. They're bad.
No,
they
it's-
still work good. It's just
Yep.
we like the ones that are the real wood instead.
I like the lumberjack
doing,
ones. I think
Sam?
they're fantastic. I think he's charging something.
Oh,
Keep that right
okay.
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 Let's see. Jessica's daughter and son-in-law got a yodeler. Wow.
Are
Those
those
are next
expensive?
level. Yeah, they are.
Why didn't we get that?
Because they're like, well, depends on the one you get. That's the sort of one that you hook up behind your car and drive
Drive
somewhere
somewhere.
because it has. Well, depends on the yodeler. Yeah,
You're saying the yodeler and it's
Yoder.
Yoder.
I know.
Yodeler. Yodelate.
Let's see. TC's Live says going out to vacuum cars. Have a great weekend. Nice. And Julia says, yeah, that's why Costco quit selling a Traeger.
That's crazy.
I saw. Wait, no, I think I saw Green Mountain Grills
Oh, Costco.
in Costco. Yeah.
I love hate Costco.
You hate walking around Costco. When was the last time you went to a Costco?
Like a month ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I haven't been in a long time.
Okay.
And then I think I haven't gone. Yeah, I like to see the new stuff, and every time I go, there's new stuff because I haven't been in such a long time.
Okay. Last time I went, I got that Vitamix that's over by your ear
Yeah, I want the black one.
there. Anyway, Sean says, I could see you guys towing around a grill smoker combo. And Jerry says, yes. Well, Costco had Traeger this Friday.
Oh, great.
Okay. Blaine says, when I smoke, I just go out and chunk up some mesquite offhand. Well, and that's what I used to use, our old smoker, the vertical one. I would use chunks of wood. Miriam's dad had an apple tree in the backyard.
Oh, yeah, got chopped down.
And so while we were cutting it down, I actually made slices of the tree, then left it outside for a couple of years until it started to split, and then I literally would just hit it with a hammer and it would break up into chunks. It actually worked really good. Let's see. Oh yeah, and Jerry just saw the Costco Traegers. Anyway, you ready to go get stuff going this morning?
Sure.
Okay. Well, thank you everybody for joining us on this happy Saturday.
Yeah.
And I just still am trying not to dominate the conversation. You need to be
Okay.
more assertive.
I could do whatever
You
I
can just
want.
shove me out of the frame and say,
Get out of
"There you
here. Everybody have a great day. We appreciate you. And remember how great you are. Your body's amazing. You're enough. You do great things. Give yourself credit.
Okay. Well, thanks.
Bye.
Bye.